What's something $100 or less but is a total game changer? Serious. Those storage bags you conceal with your vacuum. So much storage space saved for fluffy items you don't use all the time. Like sleeping bags, heavy winter blankets, ski coats, etc. Edit. Apparently not sleeping bags, I was just trying to think of fluffy things. I obviously don't camp. That sounds like an excellent way to ruin your sleeping bag. A nice shower head. Blackout curtains. Especially if you work second shift or graveyard. The quality of sleep goes up so much. In more confined spaces or if blackout curtains just are not enough. Pair them with blackout roller blinds and if fitted snug next to zero light will get in even if the sun is fully shining right at the window. For me curtains alone didn't work. The little gaps around the sides totally ruined them for me, letting in far too much light. Plus most didn't truly block the light out. Double up though? Works a charm. Piehole. It basically blocks every ad in your home network from loading. Combined with an ad-blocking browser extension you will experience the internet on another level. Bought my dad a $2 letter opener and he acted like it was the best gift in 20 years. I have one that looks like a sword, smiley face. Roller blade wheel casters for your desk chair. Quieter, smoother, and don't damage your floor. I finally just got some and I love them. $20. A pressure cooker and a slow cooker, you can get both for less than $100. With whatever money you have left over, bulk order rice and beans by the pound. As a Brazilian, my father grew up eating rice and beans, and the meal has stuck with him to the extent that every day he'll make at least one batch. What takes my grandma hours to make the old-fashioned way can now be done in about an hour and 5 minutes, with 5 minutes of effort and an hour of waiting. He buys in bulk, so feeding our entire family of 5 a full meal costs about $1.50 total. For anyone on a budget, or anyone who really likes rice and beans, I could not recommend this more. Just don't order 10 at the same time. I think it was here on Reddit, in r/Tifu, that someone found a $99 pressure cooker online at like $19.99 by accident. He figured they would make good gifts and bought like 10. FBI showed up like 48 hours later. A portable power station. It's insane how useful it is. I got mine for $90. It has flashlights, an air compressor, charging ports for plugins, USB-S. It has a few other functions I cannot think of ATM. But lastly, it'll jump a car 4 to 6 times before it needs recharged. And charges quickly. Never have that awkward experience with strangers, and I can even jump someone else quickly and efficiently with no risk to my own. And in winter, oh fucking boy, it's a game changer, lifesaver. I've never felt more confident in my POS car since. Conversely, do not get this if you're the kind of person who is bad at maintaining things on a regular basis. These are not something you can charge then leave in your car for 2 years. They're supposed to be recharged every 6 months. Seasonings. Garlic powder, dried basil, chili pepper flakes, paprika, cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, ginger powder, oregano, etc. 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 Total game changer for your cooking. Turn a bland dish into an amazing tasting meal. Also, use them, they will start losing their flavor. Store them away from sunlight, it will damage them along with alcohol and oils. A decent-sized portable battery pack. Bought a 21,000 mAh Anker with quick charge and it's been a lifesaver on more than one occasion. Think I paid about £25 English a couple of years back. Even 10,000 will do for most people. I only have to charge mine every 2 days and my phone hasn't died in ages. A baby bottle brush. My kids are way past bottles now, but I honestly don't know how I ever lived without it. It makes washing difficult to clean kitchen items like vases or teapots so much easier. And for only a couple dollars. A secondary display for your computer, especially if you are a gamer or programmer. Not sure how anyone deals with just one monitor. I have 3 and notice it's missing when I use a dual setup. Pillow. Most people use it more than their car. $100 can get you a pretty good one. A good pillow is a sign of power and wealth. A handheld clothes steamer. They take clothes from wrinkled disasters to brand new fresh in under 5 minutes. Nice glass containers for leftovers. Sized for one portion, microwavable, airtight, you can see what's inside, easy to clean. Turn every dinner you cook into 2 or 3 meals. It sounds so ordinary, but the kitchen trash can with the foot pedal that flips open the top. We lived with the press lip to open kind for years because we were too cheap to spend an extra $10 in the beginning. OMG, no longer having to manually open and close that thing like an animal is a pleasure I could not have predicted. Now, I just step on the pedal, and it opens. 10 feet long phone chargers. You can roll to the other side of the bed. Mine is so long I can charge in the entire upper half of my house, it's great. And we've come full circle back to corded phones. A good first aid kit. I would supplement this with a 72-hour emergency kit. There are decent kits out there for under $100 and they come with a first aid kit as well. A kitchen knife that isn't some Walmart garbage. Totally changed the kitchen game. I'm currently taking care of a 98-year-old who can afford planes. Seriously, she owns planes, but refuses to get kitchen knives because they're too expensive. I started bringing my own because she wanted me to use a butter knife to cut the veggies. Never again. A solid-state drive for your PC if you currently have a hard disk drive. Everything loads so much faster and it's pretty easy to install. A mount for your phone in your car. Such a small thing, but suddenly you feel like a fancy Uber. Quality bedsheets. You spend so much of your life sleeping, don't cheap out and get the stuff that low-key feels like you're laying on printer paper. On a related note, a sleeping mask was a game changer for me. You can get a decent and comfortable one for about $20. It can do wonders to improve sleep quality, particularly blocking out the light pollution can make a bigger difference than you think. When I moved in with my college roommate, he said he wanted to string up RGB lights. As a PC nerd, I thought I would go along with it for the memes. As it turned out, it was amazing to have. Not only did it erase the monotony of a hardly decorated, prison cell-sized dorm, but it allowed us to introduce some variation into our lives as well. For holidays we could always choose colors of the season, but when for example someone needed to stay up and study, but the other needed to sleep, you could set it to a dark blue. It would give enough light to read a worksheet, and allow the other to sleep. The icing on the cake was that they were synced to his Echo Dot. All we ever had to do was say, "Alexa, turn the lights off," or "Alexa, make the lights insert color here." We ended up never needing the overhead light, and just used the RGBs. For $20 to $30, and I'm dead serious, get a strip of RGB lights in your room. With your remaining budget, you could probably get the Echo Dot too. A slow close toilet seat. Only downside is you forget other people don't have them. I've slammed so many toilet seats in other people's bathrooms. Good underwear. Edit, for anyone curious, my go-to are Etika, Calvin Klein, and Tommy John. I only buy when they go on sale because I'm in college, but having the extra comfort is so worth it. Thanks for all the replies, and my first award thank you. A braided charging cable, to replace the non-braided type. Not quite the same, but I bought myself a 6-foot braided USB extension cable, and it's a game changer. It's a male USB plug on one end, female on the other, so then I can plug whatever other cable into it for my phone or battery bank or whatever. The nearest outlet to my bed is a good 4 feet down the wall from my nightstand, so it's really great to be able to plug my phone in at night but still have it right there for my alarm in the morning, among a plethora of other uses. Electric toothbrush. Good lord, does it feel fresh to brush now. Even the $20 Oral-B ones are great, and a head will last you almost as long as a normal brush. Instapot is also amazing. Oh hey, making barbecue chicken? 15 minutes and it's ready to go. Definitely a game changer. Second the electric toothbrush. But I'd suggest going right up to the $100 limit and getting a Sonicare. A good multi-tool like a Leatherman. Small enough to keep with you at all times, with a plethora of everyday uses. Also, a proper toolset for the bigger jobs will come in handy. A good rechargeable LED flashlight won't set you back much, but it's super useful as well. I got a tiny Leatherman for my keychain. I think 5 years ago? I use it almost every week at least once. One drunk night I tried something stupid, broke one of the tools, and got the whole thing replaced, because even if this was clearly not the purpose of the tool, it should not have broken. Their wording. Replaced 100% free because it didn't fulfill their quality standard. A weighted blanket. One of the best purchases I've ever had. Edit. There seems to be a lot of questions and many of them repeat, so I'll try to answer the most frequent ones. Where can you get a good one for less than $100? Amazon has great ones for $70 minus 100 but tend to either be twin size or on the lighter side. However, you can also get good and heavy ones on sale, especially around this time of year. Don't they get hot? A bit, but I live in the cold for most of the year due to the weather and stick my feet out during the hotter days. Aren't they for autistic people? Yes and no. They are used to help some of the people who have to live with autism, but are also used for a lot of restless people. How do you clean them? I use a duvet cover, and wash that weekly, then take it to the laundromat every 90 days or so. Dash cam. People taking ride in my car don't know that dashcam also records voice, so don't lie. I just got one. It gives you peace of mind. Be sure to get one with the rear camera because a lot goes on behind you. Bonus points if it has an app you can access the recorded video. Double bonus points if you can have it record while your car is parked. Dash cams are great to catch potential insurance fraud. If the situation comes up, I personally wouldn't mention you have a dash cam. Just exchange information and send your video to the insurance company. I've seen videos where the person says, "I got you on video," and the other person runs away, so there's no recourse for the victim. Mason jars. Measures food, can preserve food, can work as either a cup or a bowl, they don't stain, easy to clean, and portable. A heated mattress pad. Not blanket, mattress pad. I hate being cold and my husband hates being hot, but he loves the low heat on his back for pain while I love the high heat for warmth. We seriously won't stay the night anywhere without it now. My Kindle, leaning bookcase, humidifier and the cat scratching post are well worth the under $100 I paid for each of them. Agree on the Kindle. I now read so much more and read better books. Finish a book? You can start reading any book you want in 1 minute. Hear about a book you want to read. Buy it immediately on your phone and it's sitting there when you open your Kindle. A lot less than $100, and more personal, but when I started using argan oil in my hair, it made my hair 1000x more manageable. Safety razor. Premium blades are like $25 for 100 on Amazon and it's the best shave I ever had. The razor handle can be found for $50 and under. I got a starter kit from Maggard for like $30. Never going back. Astra Platinum blades on Amazon go for $8 per 100. Makes me wonder how these cartridge razors ever became so popular. A good pair of insoles. Shoes, expensive or not, usually have cheap insoles. Good insoles will pay dividends on your feet and knees over time. I personally like Superfeet. A decent coffee maker to save yourself the time and money from going to a coffee shop every morning.